Hello and good afternoon. I'm Mohana Priya. Welcome to News on 2. Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC members should give importance on learning new things in this digital era to ensure that technology does not widen inequality with developed nations. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said education is the most important element to uplift a nation. Tun Dr. Mahathir said new educational approaches, researchers as well as numerous programs that provide youths with the latest technology can offer should be implemented so that they will have an understanding of the basics of technology. He also underscored the importance of internship schemes to better prepare graduates for the job market.
The importance of internship. Selepas kita dapat degree, we should be going through a period of training before we are qualified. Like the doctors can ada housemanship, other industries, businesses also, engineering, they must be placed in some companies where they study the actual work to be done.
The Premier said this on the last day of the APEC Summit 2018 in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea yesterday. Now, Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir said implementing the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination, or ICERD, would entail amending the federal constitution, and this is an almost impossible thing to do. The Premier acknowledged that ICERD was sensitive to the Malay community and that the government will not reject the views expressed by the Rakyat on the matter.
Matter is sensitive to the Malays. We understand that. And in my speech at the UN, I mentioned about the complexity of implementing ICERD. So we didn't commit that we are going to do it. I feel that it is almost impossible for us to achieve the two-thirds majority necessary if there is going to be any tampering with the Constitution.
It was earlier reported that UMNO President Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said that the Malay Muslim community would run amok to protest the Pakatan Harapan government's pledge to ratify ICERD. To this, Tun Dr. Mahathir gave his assurance that there will not be a riot.
Unless Zahid is going to stir up trouble, there will be no riot. We can discuss because we are not rejecting the views of the people. We are always sensitive to the views of the people. And we always remember, this is a people's government. It is the result of people's power putting us in the seat of government.
Meanwhile, Parti Keadilan Rakyat Deputy President Datuk Seri Azmin Ali said the Pakatan Harapan government has already started working towards an equal distribution of wealth based on needs and not race a long time back. He said the Malays and Bumiputras should not worry as the government is not in a rush to ratify the ICERD.
Kita dalam Parti Keadilan Rakyat harus bangga kerana kepimpinan kita lebih awal telah melaksanakan perkara-perkara ini. Jadi tuan-tuan, orang Melayu, Bumiputera jangan bimbang. Kita tidak tergesa-gesa untuk ratify ICERD kerana kita telah laksanakan beberapa prinsip utama dalam perkara tersebut.
The PKR Deputy President said this in his winding-up speech at the 13th PKR National Congress at the Ideal Convention Centre in Shah Alam, Selangor yesterday. The Democratic Action Party, DAP, would give its full support to the federal constitution despite being criticized in the political games of the opposition, which played up on racial and extremist sentiments when the focus of the Pakatan Harapan government now is to serve the Rakyat and restore the country's economy. Its Secretary General Lim Guan Eng said to build the nation, all quarters should understand the concept of nationhood and respect for the federal constitution.
Kita mesti ada konsep negara. Kita berkhidmat untuk negara. Apa maksud negara? Bila kita cakap negara, Malaysia itu negara, apa konsep negara? Kita rujuk kepada perlembagaan persekutuan. Apa yang dalam perlembagaan persekutuan, kita sokong 100%. Setuju tak?
Lim said this after opening the Pulau Pinang DAP convention in Georgetown. On another note, Lim said the government will be adopting a three-thrust approach in efforts to improve the country's economy. The thrusts would be pro-growth to energize the economy of the country, pro-job to create employment opportunities, and pro-poor to overcome poverty and to rebuild the country so that the Rakyat would live comfortably under the PH administration. Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim was yesterday officially declared as the president of Parti Keadilan Rakyat PKR, a party which was founded from the 1998 Reformation Movement. Deputy President Datuk Sri Muhammad Azmin Ali, meanwhile, retained the party's number 2 post after defeating his challenger Muhammad Rafizi Ramli. The winners of the 4 vice president posts were Nurul Izzah Anwar, Zuraida Kamaruddin, Dr. A. Xavier Jayakumar and Tian Chua. The announcement was made by PKR Election Committee Chairman Datuk Rashid Din at the 13th PKR National Congress at the Ideal Convention Centre in Shah Alam, Selangor. Datuk Sri Anwar, who was PKR de facto leader, won the PKR president post unopposed for the 2018 to 2021 term in the election, which was conducted in stages since July. The Port Dickson MP took the party's number 1 post from Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah, who had been holding the post since 1999. PKR leaders at every level, especially in each state, have a duty in explaining the policies, programs and agenda of the government to the Rakyat. Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail, in her last winding-up speech as a party president, said there was no problem in being critical and offering different views if they helped in improving existing weaknesses.
Oleh itu saya seru supaya jawatan kuasa dan Biro Penerangan baik pusat dan negeri harus proaktif untuk turun ke setiap pelosok negeri dan bertemu seramai mungkin rakyat bagi menjelaskan dasar-dasar kerajaan dan isu-isu berbangkit. Janganlah sampai rakyat tertanya-tanya apa yang dilakukan oleh kerajaan hari ini. Mereka menyoal kerana mereka tidak dapat melihatnya atau diperjelaskannya oleh kita.
She said this on the final day of the 13th PKR National Congress in Shah Alam, Selangor. Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah, who was appointed as chairman of the PKR Advisory Council, also called for the party leadership and workers to be ready to assist in the Sarawak state elections that is scheduled to be held within the next 2 years. The Pakatan Harapan Presidential Council will make the final decision on the choice of candidate for the Rantau state seat in Negeri Sembilan by-election. Its chairman, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, said the issue of which party was going to put up the candidate does not arise, as more importantly, the candidate is going to represent the 4 component parties of PH.
Yang akan bertanding ialah calon Pakatan Harapan, bukan calon parti Pribumi ataupun Parti Keadilan. Jadi kita akan selesaikan siapa akan jadi calon.
Recently, the Special Election Court in Seremban declared Datuk Sri Muhammad Hassan's victory in the Rantau state seat during the 14th general election was null and void, and a by-election for the seat should be held soon. Datuk Sri Muhammad won the seat unopposed after Parti Keadilan Rakyat candidate Dr. Sri Ram was not allowed in the nomination centre because he did not have a pass issued by the Election Commission. Now, the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development will develop a screening system to vet applications for childminders, teachers and drivers to ensure children's safety and well-being. Its Deputy Minister, Hannah Yeoh, said the ministry is currently in discussions with the judicial body, the police and the prisons department as it works towards setting up the system. Hannah said that the system will ensure that anyone who deals with children, including childminders, babysitters, teachers and van drivers, are free of any criminal record. She added that the system is expected to be completed next year and implemented throughout the country. The Deputy Minister further noted that the ministry's agenda under the new government is to ensure that the children's safety and security are not compromised. Aneh Berhad, which is the concessionaire for the East Coast Expressway LPT1 and Kuala Lumpur-Kara Expressway, is stepping up patrol along both expressways during the monsoon season as a precautionary measure against any unexpected incidents. Works Minister Barubian said the company had also identified areas along the expressways with risk of flooding.
Just have a look at very vulnerable area. Itu arahan saya lah. Tengok tak payah pergi di seluruh tempat leburan itu kan. But they know where are the vulnerable area. Dari dulu-dulu sampai sekarang ini kita tahu tempatnya selalu banjir kan. So there will be an alert there. So there will be send perunda-perunda ke sana.
Baru further noted that apart from information by the patrol teams, the expressways are also monitored through closed-circuit television cameras that had been installed at several strategic locations. The minister said this to reporters after a working visit to the office of the Malaysian Highway Authority LLM and LPT1 at the Kuantan Toll Plaza in Kuantan, Pahang yesterday. 12,000 tickets have so far been sold for Malaysia's last group match in the AFF Suzuki Cup against Myanmar at the National Stadium in Bukit Jalil on 24th November. Malaysian fans will be out in full support to ensure Harimau Malaya gain the 3 points needed to qualify for the semi-finals. Sensing the good response, the Football Association of Malaysia has decided to open a special counter tomorrow, 20th November, at Wisma FAM for Malaysian fans to buy tickets for the game. The ticket counters will be open from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. In a statement, FAM also said that due to the overwhelming response, the quota for online tickets at www.tickethotline.com.my and at all Iksan outlets have already been sold out. To this end, FAM have also allocated additional quotas to be bought online and at all Al Iksan outlets. For fans who wish to buy tickets at the Bukit Jalil National Stadium, counters will be opened on 23rd, 24th November from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that concludes this afternoon's edition of News on 2. In our top story today, APEC members need to ensure that technology does not widen inequality. News on 2 will come on again at 7 this evening with more updates. Till then, I'm Mohana Priya. Thanks for watching.